legends, it's Aqua, and today I'm going to do my thoughts and opinions on the BreyerFest models for this year. Now, for those who aren't aware, I am actually going to BreyerFest in person for the first time this year. I'm so excited. I leave for the States on the 3rd of July, so next week, which is so insane. It's coming around so quickly. So today, we're going to look at all the exclusive models and I'm going to give my opinions and my thoughts on each one, and I might even let you guys know what my preferences are because there are some models here that I really want to get. So we're going to start with the celebration horse, of course. So almost everyone that goes to BreyerFest gets this model as part of their ticket, and I'm not gonna lie, I am so excited about this model because I am a huge fan of the Dundee mold. In case you didn't notice, in the back here I've got like my biggest conga is the Dundee mold. So this is Athenian Lady. Her backstory with her owner is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen the video yet, I highly recommend going and checking it out. But yeah, she's a gorgeous chestnut paint. I'm so thrilled with the color. I bet she's even more gorgeous in person. But she has tri-colored eyes, which I am so surprised with. And like her face marking is so pretty. I love it. So I am really excited to get my hands on this girl. Moving on, we have the event stablemates. So these four come with the general access ticket, I believe. So this year, they've gone a bit different. They've gone for like the decorator kind of vibe this year. And I believe all of their names are actually from songs, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so the first one is Make It Pop Like Pink Champagne. It's on the New Arabian stablemate. Then we have Blue Jeans White Shirt, which is on, I think, the Walking Quarter Horse stablemate. I'm not too familiar with stablemate molds, so don't quote me on that. Then we have the Jumping Warm Blood, who is named Waiting for That Green Light. And then we have Suddenly I Was a Lilac Sky, my god, is on the Trotting Arabian. So I'm going to be brutally honest and say that I don't like them. Hate is probably a bit too much, but I definitely don't like them. I'm not a decorator person, so that's one reason why. So I won't be going to get any of these stablemates this year. But overall, they're actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's just I'm not a decorator person. I always go for the realistic vibe because I'm a photographer, I'm an artist. I always love the realistic look of models, so yeah. There's also another photo of them all together, which is kind of cool actually. Alright, moving on, we have the special run models. So the first one is Can't Let Us Down, and they always have a vintage model as part of the special runs, and I'm not a big vintage person. I have to say though that this model in particular is actually kind of cool. The color is really pretty. I love the brindle markings, and the paint markings are actually really pretty. And Breyer has also done tri-colored eyes on this model as well, which is insane. Like Breyer is going into full detail this year. So this is the other side. Next we have Miss Independent. Now I love this horse. She's one of my top 4 in my preferences. I have 2 all access tickets, so I'm getting 4 special runs. And she was in my top 4 choices. So I'm really hoping I get her. She's really pretty. She's a mare, which is so cute. The color is really pretty. I have a feeling that when we get them in hand, she's gonna be like a really soft, warm kind of color, which I'm really excited about. And I don't know what it is, but I just seem to fall for models with snips. I have a lot of models with snips in my collection, and this girl will be a welcome addition if I get her. I'm praying that I get her. So yeah, she's really pretty, and this is the other side of her as well. She's just, oh my god, I just love the color. It's so pretty. Alright, moving on. We have Sorry Not Sorry, and this guy is on the Salinero mold. Now, I'm going to be honest and just say that I don't really like the mold. I've never been a big fan of molds on stands, but I have to say that this guy is actually really cool. If I do end up getting picked for this guy, I won't be too disappointed because he is actually really nice, and I wonder if he's going to be the matte and glossy split. it'll be interesting to see which one they do for the matte and glossy split, but he's really pretty. I love the speckles and all the spots. He has a very rich chestnut color, which is really nice. He's just overall quite a lovely model. Even if I don't like the mold, he's actually quite nice. All right, moving on. We have This Is My Fight Song. Now, I don't know how I feel about this model, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the actual mold itself. It's a really nice sculpt, don't get me wrong. I don't like models on stands. But if I have to be honest, the color and the markings are actually really, really nice on this model for some reason. I am drawn towards it. Even if I don't like the mold itself, he's actually a really nice color. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if I got picked for him. He's just not in my top 4. All right, moving on. We have the surprise model, otherwise known as Girls Run the World. Now, I have no idea what this model's gonna be. I haven't really looked at any speculation videos yet, so I don't know, but I do like the name. If I'm being honest, the overall theme, oops, my phone just went off. Oh my God, I'm just gonna put that on silent. I'm hoping it's a mold that I like because this is one of my top 4 preferences. So I'm hoping it's a mold I like. I will be really excited to see all the different variations that come with this model. So hopefully I can get one and it'll be a surprise, obviously, when we get there. Okay, the next model we have is the Edge of Glory. Now this is an interesting one. Breyer has gone for their modern dapple vibe with like all the shading and the actual dapples, but they've also like added the kind of speckling they used to do for vintage models, which is interesting. And it's it's on a mold I don't like, so I'm not really keen on getting this particular model, but overall he's cute. It's just not on my want list. All right, moving on. Oh my God, this is the one that I've been waiting for. So these two, Fighter and Survivor, are probably the most popular, and I know for sure that I really want them. So Fighter and Survivor are on the new Gypsy Vanna Mare and Foal, and I already have the Premier Club Mare and Foal as well as a custom Mare and Foal on the mold, so I'm already obsessed with the mold as it is. So the mare is a really rich dark bay with cute markings. I love the markings, and like even the little spots on her like little nose are so cute. And then her foal is like a really deeply shaded gray with Sabino markings, and I love that you can see that one side of the foal has like a bluey grey kind of eye, and then the other side, from what I can see, it looks like he has a brown eye. So he's got bi-colored eyes, which is so cute. And I don't know, I just love everything about this model, and I really want to get them both. So I am praying to dear God that I get them as a preference this year. So yeah, those are the Mare and Foal. Now we have I Will Survive. This is the animal variation that they have every year, and I think it's on the zebra mold. I'm not too familiar with this mold, to be honest, but overall it's a pretty cool looking model, so yeah. Oh God, okay. This next one, I think is the last one, is Better Than Revenge. Now, I am gonna be really honest and say that I actually kind of like this model. Now, some of you will probably be slapping me like, what is wrong with you? You don't like decorators. And I don't, but there's something about this model that I just like. I mean, I love the mold. The mold is one of my absolute favorites, and it's a variation that I've wanted to get for a very long time. But like something about this design, it might be the colors because I love bright colors. It's just something about this model makes me want to get it in a way. She isn't in my top 4, but she was pretty close, if I'm being honest. So yeah. All right, next we have the limited edition models. So the first one we have is Always Chipper. He's on the newsworthy mold and he's the braided variation. Now that's the first thing that takes me off this model, is that it's the braided version. I only like the loose mane and tail variation, so his color is really pretty. He's like a gray black and his markings are actually really, really pretty. So I just wish they had a loose mane and tail variation, otherwise I'd be going for him. But he's really cute either way. Alright, next we have Alan A Day's Work, and he's on the donkey mold. He's actually really cute. The colours are really pretty. I love the spots, I love the speckles, the shading's really, really nice. I'm just not a big fan of the actual mold itself. But we'll see. I might change my mind when I see him in person, so you never know. All right, next one is Gascon the Great, and I am very on the fence about this model. I do like the mold. I have Cancion, but Cancion's color just never really sat well with me for some reason. I just didn't really like it that much. But now that I'm seeing him in like a simple kind of gray, he's actually really, really pretty. So I think my plan is, I am hoping that I can see this guy in person before I make a final decision as to whether I want to get him or not. But his face marking is the one thing that's really bringing me like to buy him, because his face is so cute. I love the snip that comes down his face. It's really pretty. So yeah, he is a really nice model, and I'm wondering if Breyer's actually added a little bit of speckling. It's hard to tell because the photos never do the models justice. But he is a really nice model, I won't lie. Oh my god, the next model, whew, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but like, this model, I must have him. I absolutely must have him. I bought an online ticket just to get this guy. So this is Blue Zeus. He's on the Fireheart mold. He's on one of my absolute favorite Breyer molds. So that's the first thing that catches my eye. The next is the amount of detail on this guy. Like the shading in his like white leg markings, the like little spots that he has in his roan blanket, and like, I just love the color. And then when we look at his other side, he has a white marking down his neck, which is so cool. I actually love it so much. So I think it's pretty obvious that I want to get this guy no matter what. So I'm really excited about that guy. He's probably one of my absolute favorites this year, alongside Fighter and Survivor. So yeah, actually they would look all really cute together now that I think about it. Anyway, moving on. We have the classic decorator. They've named it Just Like Fire, and it looks like it's got like a phoenix kind of design on it, which is really cool. It's on the classic Arabian, I think. The color's really cool. It goes from like an orange/red to like a really deep violety kind of purple to like a navy kind of color. I actually really like the color. Even if I'm not a decorator collector, I actually do really like the decorators that they've done this year. This is the other side. You can see there's a really big phoenix on this side, which is really cool. So yeah. Then next we have Fortitude, which is the crystal horse that they have every year. He's on the Fighting Stallion mold. I won't be getting this one because I'm absolutely terrified it's gonna break when I come home, because it's a long way to go. So it's a 15-hour flight, people. It's a long time for your bag to be sitting at the bottom of the plane. So I will not be getting this one. Next we have the Best of BreyerFest series. This is the 5th series, so it's the 5th year that they've been doing this. And this is the first time that they haven't actually said what models they're from. I know one of them, the drafter at the bottom here, is actually from Woodward. But I don't know what the others are from, if I'm being honest. But either way, they are actually really pretty. I'm debating on whether I want to get them, because the only one that I really want to get is the draft. So I'm hoping that someone will sell him separately because I don't really want to get the whole set. But overall, they're actually really, really pretty. I would really like to get my hands on this drafter if I can. Alright, and then we have the online stablemate that's on the Pacifino mold, I think. I'm pretty sure that's right. Really pretty actually. I like the color, I love the markings, but I don't really collect stablemates, so it's a pass for me, but overall the model is really, really nice, so yeah. And then last but not least, we have the plushie. This is Percy the Pitswolski horse, and to be honest, he's pretty average. I was expecting something a little bit more colorful and bright, but he's alright though. He's cute, I won't lie. But yeah, overall, I think Breyer has really done a great job with picking out the exclusive horses that will be available. I'm really excited about this year. I can't wait to meet everyone. I can't wait to meet all the real horses in real life. I can't wait to experience the Clarion. I'm seriously so excited. I have no words to describe how excited I am. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below what your thoughts are about this year's selection. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Check out my Instagram at aqua.models, and I will see you in my next video. Stay legendary.
I do what I want.